For today's cup of coffee. We'd be post-party. Mm-hmm. Actually, as we're recording this, we're in the...
Yeah.
Kid had a very odd... He woke up passing kidney stone on his birthday. That's always a great way to start the day.
Isn't it lovely? So it's like I've been in level of pain all day. It's like it's some fucking cosmic conspiracy to make me feel like shit on my birthday.
Yeah, it was always from the time he was just tiny, he would always get sick. And I think part of it has to do with just the change in the weather and everything like that this time of year, which has nothing to do with kidney stones, but that's been ongoing for him for a while now.
Yeah.
So God love him.
Oof.
But,
oof. That's not just an oof, that's a big oof.
Yeah. You can use that sound clip and you won't get in trouble.
Oof. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you can use that.
You can just replace
Roblox, just use my voice. Seriously. I will never get pissed off at y'all. Y'all can use it free reign.
Yeah.
Bring back the oof.
And for all of y'all who sent blessings and well wishes, thank you so much. Mm-hmm. And it's just a wonderful group of people. And those of you all who have come over from Robert Phoenix, thank you so much. We have got just a wonderful group of people. We've got them on our tiny pirate ship here on YouTube. Now remember, folks, we were also on BitChute, Rumble, and for a couple more weeks on Odyssey, because Odyssey is just sort of dead in the water. Mm-hmm. I don't know why.
Yeah.
But if we ever get yeeted off the YouTube, you can find us on BitChute and Rumble. Mm-hmm. So never put all your eggs in one basket.
Rumble better.
The Rumble what?
Rumble is better. I can't say it on here. People will get mad.
Well, it's just one of those that Rumble is catching the overflow.
Yeah.
And BitChute I love because it is like old school Wild West internet. And it just... There's nothing else like them.
Nope.
And so for those of you who are new, welcome. Mm-hmm. And this is our tiny ghost pirate radio ship.
Yes.
Podling cast.
Yeah.
Reference to Dark Crystal. Mm-hmm. We all over the page.
Yeah.
Because we neurospicy.
Yep. Neurospicy.
And so
it's about ghost pepper spicy.
Yeah, really. That was a good one. That was a really good one, ghost pepper. And it's one of those that because I'm the party planner of our group. Mm-hmm. You are. And have always done that. And so I pick themes. Mm-hmm. And some of them are kind of obscure.
Yeah.
I think the one that was least understood and underappreciated was the cat butt theme.
I don't think so.
There are magnets. You can actually get magnets that are cat butts.
Now, see, Tool was a good theme. Uh-huh. Tool was a really good theme. Who got me a socket set?
Well, it was a matter of...
I can see like a Tool t-shirt, like the band Tool, stuff like that. I can get down with that. But
well, it was Omega and I had conspired for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And, because this is a pretty monumental, 25 is a pretty monumental birthday. Uh-huh. And so it's like, okay, what could we do? What could we get? And Kid works with Omega quite frequently doing odd jobs, and he teaches him how to do a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And so there was it's an impact cordless thing that you can put all kinds of different bits on it. It's sort of like a universal whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, you can get him that, and then I can get the bits for it.
That's going to be awesome, because I can use that for all sorts of shit.
Mm-hmm. And so the interesting thing was, and this was because there is always something that seems so simple in my little podling brain, and it's never simple to find. It was once simple, And this is where we
Glue
get
dots?
into the glue dots. That was several years back, and now those are everywhere. That's common.
Yeah.
And it's part of the spirit of our time, and it is not a good thing. And with kids' cake, because when they were little, I was still able to make the cakes and decorate them and stuff like that. And then as people age and bodies age, and you just can't do what you once could do. Mm-hmm. And so I thought, all right, we doing the tool theme. I'll go through here in the toy section, and I'll find some little tools, toy tools, and we'll put them around the cake and stuff like that. Now that'll be, that'll work. Nary a one in the Wall of Mart. And I was actually shocked.
I have seen some in other Walmarts nearby, but for the most part, it's a small, very small section. But yeah, they don't promote that anymore.
Yeah. Why? And that was one of the things.
Look at how dismal also the way that the boys' toys are.
Yes. That was another thing.
And what they're genuinely promoting. Like at the core of it, what are they promoting?
Very soft, feminine things for all children. And it's one of those that was the problem. And I'm one of these, I believe a toy is a toy. That there's not specifically girl toys and not specifically boy toys. Mm-hmm. And I know people will argue with me on that. But it's like, hell, I played with, I actually had real tools because I had grandfather who was a carpenter.
See, I don't think it's necessarily soft feminine things. It was just more so like, or they're putting boys in one category. Mm-hmm. And it's usually like the villain, the hero, whatever, like those sort of shit. They're not teaching them just to be a handyman.
Right.
To be a plumber, to clean, stuff like that. They're
right.
They're not promoting those sort of toys anymore. Hell, even the good G.I. Joes. Look at the action figures, how the quality has just dipped.
Right. Right.
They're putting the bare minimum into toys now.
I mean, when you were little, there was Bob the Builder.
Yeah, I love Bob the Builder.
I loved Bob
A bunch of kids loved Bob the Builder.
In play school or whatever it was, they used to have the little toy, that had the tools, the little toy hammers and things like that. Nothing. And it's like, it's not like just little boys like to put things together, because little girls like to put things together too. I was one of those.
Yeah. Yeah.
And this weird...
I think they're also... Weird.
And they had the Legos in those, which are ridiculously priced. Mm-hmm. But as far as some of the building blocks where the kids just build whatever, mm-hmm. those are not that easily found. And maybe I was just at the wrong store. I don't know.
Well, those Legos, like the regular Legos that you can make anything out of, they're more towards the side, and it's another small little category compared to the rest of the Legos.
But it was almost when I was going through there, and I thought, this is weird. It's like dog toys versus cat toys.
Yeah. Yeah,
the cats get nothing. Okay, the little boys are getting nothing. And the colors they're not bright. They're not vibrant.
No, they're all dark.
And it's
dismal. The Ninja Turtles, like, at least they're still colorful, but damn, they're not what they used to be.
But even as far as the superhero characters and stuff, and you look at the atrocity that these people are doing to those characters... And that's just, no, that's crazy. That is craziness. Mm-hmm. But I thought, this is weird. This is this demonic spirit that is trying to take over everything. And not everything is supposed to be little bunny foo-foo. I mean, they've done studies. Tiny children like bright, vivid, vibrant colors.
Because they need it to
develop.
Not
pastels. Their little eyes can't adjust to that.
Yeah, they need it to develop.
Infants do better with black and white.
Yeah. Yeah.
They used to...
Because they don't have that color spectrum anymore.
Right.
Or that to begin with.
Right. There used to be people that taught these things. That's like child development. Mm-hmm. There are developmental stages. And it's like all that shit has been thrown out. And these people are making it up as they go along. And that's very disturbing to me.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like... Kid comes up with some wonderful insight. And because he is neurospicy, he liked toys that were brightly colored and as far as different textures and stuff like that. And so it was a matter of bobbing and weaving.
Especially dolls. I love dolls.
He did. And he still loves the beauty of them because he has an art. He is an artist. That's it. Point blank. He loves the feminine form. He loves them. He loves hair, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Does not make him any less of a man.
No.
And it's like these people that want to label somebody, and it's just like people as far as labeling me. Oh, well, you're a tomboy and this. Well, you may be such and such. It's like, let me tell you something. I've been married 4 times. I am totally and completely woman. Never wanted to be anything other than woman.
The people who are labeling themselves and then try to label others, those are the anxious. Labels,
You're right,
labels
and
anxious. Trends are for the anxious. That was what John McClane said.
It's true.
Trends are for the anxious. You to have a sense of self, you have to be comfortable and strong in your own in your own vision.
To let a child...
What does God want you to look like?
Yeah. To let a child be curious.
Yeah.
And I was blessed in the fact that I had grandparents that would allow me to learn how to use hammer and nail and screwdrivers and stuff, because whoever was there did whatever needed to be done. Didn't matter whether it was male, whether it was female. Mm-hmm. I had a grandmother that was just as handy with tools and stuff as my grandfather.
Yeah.
Same thing with my great aunt that we live. She was the one that helped her husband, it was weird because my granny and my great aunt, they were sisters, and then my grandfather and my great aunt's husband, they was brothers. Mm-hmm. It was weird. Yeah. It was mountain. It was mountain thing. Mm-hmm. And so it was that she helped her husband get his electrician's license.
Heck yeah.
Because whoever was there did whatever job, so you had to learn how to bob and weave. Mm-hmm. Didn't make them any less feminine, any less masculine. We worked together as a group.
Right.
It wasn't all this pigeonholing. Oh, you can't have this.
That's the issue. It's like people want to pigeonhole and say, no, you can't have this. Well, fuck you. I'm going to make my own thing.
A toy is a toy.
Yeah. I'm going to play with it. I'm going to wear it. Screw what you say. It's like, if I like it, this does not make me any less of a man.
Right.
Whoever. Right. Whatever.
But it concerned me, like I said, there were less toys that were geared towards boys that are traditionally... A lot of little boys are not... They do want the Tonka trucks and the different things like that, because those are that's cool shit. It really is. I had a Tonka truck. Damn, I loved that thing. Loved it.
Yeah.
And because I did not do well with the Barbie dolls, because they did nothing. They did nothing, but I could go out and I could play in the dirt and everything like it with that Tonka truck and stuff. But even some of those things were gone. You had some of these little tiny...
Hot Wheels.
What the hell are you supposed to do with those miniature skateboards?
Well, a lot of the reason that a lot of that stuff is gone is because you have to put effort and quality into it. They are not putting quality into the toys anymore. Now, the only ones who are... I would say are in the girls' aisle.
Probably.
That's the ones that's mainly putting effort, mainly MGA. MGA is the only only toy brand right now putting any effort into their toys.
Because it's not just, they're in the kids section, but those are actually for collectors and adults, aren't they?
Yeah, they're targeted towards kids, but they're not for kids.
Right.
You know, they're for anyone. That's why the quality was so high.
But
and meaning like the quality wasn't like superb, but it was good for what most toys had at the time. They were excellent toys.
Yeah.
Rainbow High had chef's kiss quality for the longest time.
Right. But it amazed me. Like I said, it was like the, dog toy section versus the cat toy section.
Well, like the most recent boy toys I would say that I got was Buzz Lightyear. Mm-hmm. And oh God, what was the villain's name? Surge? Zurg?
It's
Zurg.
been so long ago, I don't know.
Buzz Lightyear and Zurg. Buzz Lightyear is half painted. Most of his details are just missing. Just white. I could pull him out right now. Same for Zurg. A lot of his details are not painted on. What are y'all doing?
Well, and I'm wondering if some of it is not to where they think that young males are gearing more towards video games. And it's like, that's not necessarily a good thing because you need kids. A video game... Video games, it's a very complicated issue. I hate to sound like Tim Pool right there. But it's not... It is interactive, but it's not. It's not the same as a child creating something of their own.
No, but the iPad babies... Mm-hmm. People who are put in front of a screen rather than given actual toys. Or they have toys and then get bitched at because they're being too loud or whatever.
That's crazy. It's always been crazy.
That's what's happening. So in a way, there's a dip in the toy market because people are just not parenting their children and not giving them proper,
children need
developmental tools.
Children need to go outside. They need fresh air. They need sunshine. They need to romp and play and get that stuff out of their system.
And guess what? You can take toys outside.
Yeah.
That's what a lot of them are for.
Yeah. I mean, as far as Frisbee, a baseball, or a wiffle ball, or whatever.
Lawn darts.
Oh, God, yeah, lawn darts. See, that was my bunch. That was my bunch back in the day.
Y'all also had stuff that could get you hurt, for real.
It doesn't matter. We were firm believers in natural selection. Yeah, I'm a fan of natural selection.
And a lot of those kids who did not have parents basically parenting them, supervising them, got hurt.
Well, yeah, because,
And then the parents sued the company because they weren't being parents.
And and I've seen that. Do you know, honest to God, again, talking about the spirit of the age, which it ain't good, that there was, and she was serious, a lady that said that her child identified as a cat. And she had wanted to take it to a vet. And the vet said, no, I cannot treat this child because it's a child. And the woman was thinking, she had pondered suing. And it's like, this is somebody that needs some severe reality check.
For real? Touch grass?
And does not need to be around a child.
Let's face it, most of these people that live in cities, no diss to y'all, they're not, grass is not readily available all the time.
And it's
a concrete jungle.
I truly do
with
believe
like little patches here and there.
And is that part of what's going on with all this bullshit? Because all these trends and stuff, they come from these urban areas. Mm-hmm. And it's like when somebody is that removed from nature, does it do something really not good to their brains?
Yeah. Yeah. It does that with everyone.
And it's like, I've lived in urban environments before, and I never liked it.
I like the aesthetic. I genuinely do. There are certain parts of like urban environments that I do enjoy, and I do appreciate. But as far as living there, it's too dangerous. It's not fun if you're in constant fear.
As evidenced by that you went in an urban environment in a week or so ago, and
Saw
within
someone get socked in the face the first day.
Right. And we're calling me and going, somebody just got knocked out.
Yeah.
And carried off. And then the police came.
Not carried off. They got up and then biked off.
Oh, God. And it's like, well, yeah, that's how that rolls. Because I had worked in some of those areas as when I was doing the mental health thing, counselor thing.
Mm-hmm.
The training as a corrections officer worked really well with that. It really did.
And I get it. We get it. Like, people, sometimes males need to just sock each other in the face and then get it out of their systems. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but that's not something that should be happening commonly.
Well, it's
everywhere, all at the same time.
And within that, you have a lot of times, all right, and this is going to be, it's sad that I'm getting ready. I have to put a disclaimer on what I'm getting ready to say, because this used to be common knowledge. So I guess for the reference of YouTube, I'm going to have to say historically, it's like I'm back at working at a health food store. This herb historically has been used to treat. Mm-hmm. So historically, it used to be understood that male brain and female brain work differently.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's the reason that as far as the teaming of parenting, because females would have a tendency to be over nurturing. There comes a point in time when they need to back off, let the kids go out, get skinned knees, let them fall down. If they break an arm, sit there and go, yes, baby, we're going to get you a cast. Everybody can sign it. You're going to itch for a minute. Here's you a coat hanger that you can, scratch yourself with. And to teach them resilience and that they will heal.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's not happening.
No.
It's not happening. It used to be that's exactly what would happen. The little boys, they would get in a scuffle. It was like pop, pop, and it was over.
But also, they've been trying to pigeonhole boys and girls for a hot minute. Mm-hmm. Since the time of consumerism became a thing, they've tried to pigeonhole male and female basically against each other.
Sure. I mean, it was like the Easy Bake Oven.
It's like, you're either one or the other. The Easy Bake Oven is a prime example. It should not have been in the girls' toy.
No.
There should have been like a both area.
Yes.
Because both people do that.
Yes. There's lots of people that enjoy baking things.
Cooking and cleaning is not just for the women. Point blank, period.
Yeah, some of us don't do it the best.
Well, I'm just saying.
We're a little challenged on that.
I'm just saying, like, some people are apt to do it, but it's not just a woman thing.
No.
It's not just a male thing.
No.
Both people do it and like to do it.
Sure. And there's so many things that it needs to be. And
there are women who like to work on cars.
Sure. And are great mechanics.
There are women like you that like to be brick masons, would want to be brick masons.
I wanted to be a brick mason, yeah.
Because
my grandfather was one.
Use tools. You love tools.
Yeah.
Those are not a gender exclusive thing,
No.
and the fact that they do that's not cool.
Well, and this is what I'm wondering if that is breaking down in the eve of the age of Aquarius. But it's also, until we get from point A to point B, it's like, I do not appreciate these people trying to erase males. I don't. As the mother of two sons, I
don't like the fact that they're trying to make women to be overtly girly.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, I love Barbie. But let's face it, she did sometimes perpetuate stereotypes of women. Mm-hmm. Pink is not just a girl thing. And not everybody likes pink.
No.
And I get it. That's her signature thing. Brats are actually a better option. Like, logistically.
The Monster High dolls. If I had those,
Monster
I would have loved those as a child.
They do some of those Monster High dirty with by giving those top dollar dolls polypropylene hair. You put Saran on that. So, but MGA gets it. Like, genuinely, MGA gets that not every girl likes pink.
Right.
That's why Bratz and Rainbow High was the way that they were for a while. I don't know. Jax gets it, sort of. Jax is, they've not had good luck on toys. I don't know why. They don't listen to people. That's what it is.
I don't think these companies are listening to the consumer at all.
MGA does.
I think a lot of them, it's like you will buy this or you will buy nothing. And it's like, that's where you SpongeBob this shit and get you a cardboard box and you've got anything.
Well, that's why Barbie has been stagnant since 2015, because Mattel ain't listening, has not been listening to the fans about either side of the toys. They're the ones that have painted Buzz Lightyear and Zurg. Zurg. And he doesn't even have like a toy gun, like the laser shooter.
Right.
Y'all cheaping out.
But it's like, bring back the toys that teach children stuff, actual practical stuff. Everybody needs to know how to use a hammer or a pair of pliers or something.
Also, learning is not age exclusive either. So why are y'all just putting the educational toys in like the baby and toddler section?
Yeah.
When you can make those cool for older audiences as well.
Sure you could. But it was just, like I said, it was weird. It was just weird, and it was depressing.
Yeah.
Now, they did have a whole bunch of the little, for the neurospicy, what is it, the little
fidget
tactile.
Toys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I did get him, everybody got fidget toys.
Yeah.
At the party, because we still do that.
Fidget toys still in your purse. The noodles.
Fine. Bouncy balls, because bouncy balls, yeah.
Bouncy balls, like those squishy balls, like the Nido balls, the whatever that has the beads in them and stuff like that. Those are cool. The ones with the gel that are in the netting, you can
I got the bouncy
them.
balls that you could hit somebody upside the head.
I know, but I'm just telling those about as examples. Fidget spinners were a meme. They were so popular to the point that they became a meme.
Well, that doesn't surprise me.
But those are actually really good, like neurospicy toys.
But like I said,
the ones that you got, I love.
Yeah.
I love. Now I can take that to therapy and I don't have to worry about wearing out hers.
No, yeah. I mean, that's what it's for. It's just, it's a flingable towards the cat.
It's a slingshot. It can be a makeshift slingshot. Hold up, I'm going to get mine.
I just wondered if you had noticed that also, and I'm sure that you had, because where you are a toy collector and stuff, there's one of them that's behind the thing there. If you had noticed it.
Yeah.
And if it has gotten worse.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not just me. Because
no, it's not just you. The people, seriously, this is one thing why you hear me bitching about the doll stuff a lot, especially about Barbie. Like, that's part of the news that I'm getting is through the doll community and stuff like that. Right. So, yeah, we have been very disappointed with the toy genre for a very long time. There's nothing cool anymore. The coolest toys that we got, the last time we genuinely got a cool toy was probably 2006.
Tinker Toys, Lincoln Logs, different things like that. Like I said, that you make something. Mm-hmm. And I knew that there was a problem even back when I was a counselor, which has been a long time ago at this point.
What happened sometime during 2000 and it happened in the 2010s.
Okay. Somewhere through there,
parents started bitching more about the toys being, they're bad, they're scary, they're promoting bad, whatever the fuck.
Mm-hmm.
People, so they bitched, and that's what the companies have just basically stuck with for the last 15, I don't know, at this point, probably 10, 15 years.
We need to go back to the goth era when they had the My Pet Monster.
Yeah.
Your brother got one of those, and it was like, hell yeah, bring back the Boglins and stuff.
That wasn't just the goth area. That was just a time of cool-ass toys. Those ain't making a comeback anymore, and if they do make a resurgence, hell, they're putting them so expensive, like those Boglins, that they're like $50 a piece.
It's crazy. But when I was...
I know I'm being real serious during this time, but
as far as
passionate about.
When I was counseling and I had gotten some kind of, I don't know, it was cheap stuff because I was working with starved children. Just building, it was like Legos. And to just stimulate and promote creativity. And I asked this one little boy, and he was like 6, 7, something like that. And I'm like, build something. And he's like, what do you want me to build? I don't know, just build something. He couldn't do it because it didn't have a picture. I wasn't giving him an explicit, direction.
You were telling him basically to use his imagination.
Yes, and he didn't know how.
Yeah. That's the thing. A lot of this does take away imagination. And guess what? Playing with toys, that takes a certain amount of imagination.
But it was just, and I thought then, I knew then there was a problem. Mm-hmm. And it's just like, y'all always had creative toys and, weird stuff, and put that hammer down. That was, oh God, that horrible.
That was not a toy. I just so happened to get one of y'all's tools and smash some paint that was in the floor. That was...
You were angry. That was an Aries moment.
That was not... It's not angry. It was like, what is this going to do?
Oh, God.
I guess. I don't know. I was real young.
For leaving a jar of glass enamel paint. But anyhow, it got cleaned up. It's gone. The carpet is gone now. I'll never have carpet in again. But within that, you've got to wonder, parents weren't always stupid.
No.
And stupid people weren't always parents.
People who were never parented trying to be parents.
Yeah. But that is scary.
Mm-hmm.
And that is part of the spirit of this age. And to teach a child, it's like, hey, you got a stick? Look, let me show you what you can do with this. No, don't be poking so-and-so in the eye with. No, that is not how you use that stick. You've got a baton. You can conduct an orchestra. You can do this. You got, what is it? Gadivy. Yeah.
The wand.
Whatever.
The wand. Magic.
You have to teach and train children as far as imagination. And do we have to go back and do that with adults?
Yes. I think so. I don't think it's a bad idea to teach people how to use their imagination, to reteach them how to use their imagination.
And it's like
to be creative and innovative.
We were talking earlier about different things that to keep that childlike, not childish, you want to get rid of that, but childlike essence alive within yourself. Mm. And you have ways of doing that. And that's like I was watching earlier, that is Distortions Unlimited. And they are a company that they produce Halloween props. Yeah. And they are getting ready for the trade show of the year, because within the trade industry, I mean, these props are incredible. Mm-hmm. And this is the time to start doing that because you have to plan ahead.
Right.
And to sit there and watch these people, and they're wonderful people.
Yeah.
And they come up with these amazing creations. They've got a pumpkin witch, and they've got different little aliens, and they've got this thing now that it's like this ginormous brain that does something, and it's got this little alien at the bottom. And it was like...
But they also made a banshee.
Yeah.
And
they made
so
a banshee, cool. And it was amazing. And I'm like... This is the stuff that stimulates my childlike brain. Mm-hmm. Because I was always weird. But this guy, these people, and God bless them, because they're living my dream. If I could have chosen whatever life that I wanted, it would have been something similar to theirs. To create, and I'm sitting here singing, making monsters.
You can sculpt monsters. You have some clay over there.
Yeah, but I mean, we can do those things. Well, it's a matter of different challenges and stuff that I'm working on it.
Yeah.
But it's like everybody needs to recapture that childlike, and then maybe adults. And that was always one of the things about children. It used to be that they would remind adults not to take themselves so seriously. Mm-hmm. But when you've got these people that are cultivating these small children to be shallow and vapid and spending $200 and $300 in a makeup store, and you've got these 5-year-olds that are this Sephora, and I want to scream. Mm-hmm. And it's like, God, make it stop. What are you doing to this child? This child needs to be sitting with play clothes, making mud pies.
Yes.
Because that's a thing. Mud washes off.
Using rocks, making a little mud kingdom.
Uh-huh.
Using rocks and twigs as the people.
Right.
That's what I did. I did do that.
And like I said, it's one of these people spending these ridiculous amounts of money on small children. Give them a cardboard box and some crayons.
Yeah. And if you have them watch something, have them watch something that actually promotes that creativity.
Uh-huh. Yeah. It's not hard.
Alice in Wonderland.
Well, if you put a crayon in small child's hand, get them those big crayons. Don't expect tiny hand to do tiny crayon.
And get them those big sheets of paper.
Fine motor skills.
Those big sheets. Those rolls of paper.
Yeah, because other than that, you're gonna have some wild art. Get them the big fat crayons because, like I said, this fine motor skill is not there, and it's another thing that frustrates these children. Show them. Just take their little hand, and that look on their face, there is nothing like it when they're like, oh, there's color. This makes color. I can make. And then when they get to where they can do, and they learn to scribble, and that is just one of the most exciting things ever, to be allowed to take part in that process. And I don't understand why people don't see the miracle and the magic in that.
Probably because they lost that magic themselves.
And I feel like I'm an alien anymore. I really do.
I think a lot of people feel like they're alien in this world now. Because it's a completely different world than how it should be.
Yeah. But it's just
putting fucking those new Apple glasses on wherever you go to completely disassociate from reality is it just makes you go, what is going on?
Yeah. Because they don't understand the miracle and the magic that it is to be human. Because they've been lied to. And little humans are incredible.
They are.
They just truly are. And they're really pretty incredible even as they grow. Even when they're 25. Final thoughts on this one, kid?
Oh, it's an interesting time, but we'll see the other end of it. It.
So it's a matter of finding that childlike spirit. As dog gets out, I don't know. Be all right. So, if you've had experiences with paranormal or supernatural encounters with UFOs, aliens, cryptids, observations about the spirit of this age.
Be on observation duty.
Yeah, that too. You can send me an email, cupofcoffeewithscream@gmail.com. Put your thoughts in the comments.
Yeah.
Because I'm always very interested in what you all have to contribute on this. Because we have got an incredible audience across all platforms here.
We do. And if you like this video, don't forget to like, share, comment, and most of all, subscribe and click that notification button for daily notifications of our daily uploads. Thank you all, and have a good.
Know that you're loved. And remind other people that they're loved.
Yes.
If you have to, use words.
Yep.
And Lord willing, we'll see you on the next cup.
Bye.
Bye.